Inspection, ladies.
Oh, Nancy, you promised us we wouldn't have to go through this anymore. It's so demeaning.
As demeaning as being canned. Jan, you know, your hair has come a long way, but your eyeshadow clashes with every other color on your body.
Nancy, I happen to like this color.
Then use it to paint your house. Well, Vicky, are you going to be serving on horseback this evening?
Well, see, this is how we learned how to get dressed in girls' gym. You see, you put the skirt on over the pants and
Spare me. Get them off and get out front. Cassie, push up bodice, fix straps, and adjust apron.
Nancy, nobody ever sees my uniform.
Ready.
Another audition, Dot?
I only wish it was. Didn't you hear the shots?
Shots?
Outside the building.
We're 30 stories up.
See? That's why you didn't hear. Anyways, I'm rushing to work when these 5 armed gunmen come running out of a bank. There were reporters, guys with microphones. I said, hey, look, fellas, I'm trying to get upstairs to work.
Dot, I can see why you never get an acting job. Take off the coat. Fix everything. Now, Lois. Oh, Lois, what can I say? You know, girls, you could all take some pointers from Lois. Always prepared, always on time, and picture perfect in her uniform. Were I a waitress, Lois is what I would be.
That's the meanest thing that anyone's ever said to me.
Molly! Honey, what are you doing here?
Hurry, Mom, I need some money. We talked Dad into taking us out for colossal burgers, and all he has is credit cards. If I don't get downstairs right away, he's gonna change his mind.
Oh, all right. How much do you need?
I don't know, just hurry. I'm starving, and Daddy's double heart.
Okay, say hello to everybody.
Hi, Cassie. Hi, Dot. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Aunt Jan.
Hi.
Aunt Jan? How did you get to be Aunt Jan?
I took her to get her ears pierced.
Here you are. You ought to be able to stuff yourselves pretty good on that.
Thanks, Mom. Oh, my teacher wanted me to give you that.
You're not in any trouble, are you?
Mother, if I thought I was in trouble, would I hand it to you in person?
Oh.
Honestly, give me some credit. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Ah, youth.
Girls, I want you to listen to this. Dear Mrs. Adams, we have set aside a special afternoon for our girls' career guidance class. Judging from Amy's delightful paper, Amy wrote an essay on working mothers. Judging from Amy's delightful paper, you seem to be successfully meeting the challenges of a working female parent. Could you please take time from your busy schedule to join some of our other working mothers and speak to our class?
Oh.
They want me to make a speech.
That must have been some paper.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, sometimes you think you're doing the best you can, and then you think maybe it's not enough. Then you get something like this, and you just think, maybe I'm all right after all. You know, it's all worth it.
Oh, Lois, I hope I turn out to be as good a mother as you.
Oh, Vicky, I'm sure you will. All it takes is a little patience and a lot of luck.
And worrying and nagging. Oh, I remember my mother nagged me for 18 years to wear a sweater all the time. I promised myself if I ever had a daughter, I'd never do that to her, and I don't. I make Ellen wear a coat.
I'm going to be a wreck until I make that speech. What am I going to say? What am I going to say?
What are you going to wear?
What am I going to wear?
Why don't you wear your uniform? Nancy says you look picture perfect in that.
Good night, Nancy.
The girl's even late going home.
I got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got the string around my finger. What a world, what a life. Who needs it?
Sonny, you haven't been yourself all night. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Want to talk about it?
You want to listen?
Sure.
Surprise me, Dot. Usually just try and get away from me as fast as you can.
Usually you nauseate me a lot more.
I'll never nauseate anyone again, Dot. I've lost it. I can't finish my dates anymore.
You can't.
Oh.
I've had 2 dates in the last 2 days. One with a girl who makes Bo Derek look like kelp. And the other's a girl who could dismantle a tractor with her lips. Nothing.
Oh, come on, Sonny. It's not that bad. It's not like you lost your best friend. It's not that uncommon. It comes from anxieties. It'll pass. It happens to men all the time. Sonny, would you believe me if I said I wish there were more men like you?
Impotent restaurant workers?
I'm talking about your honesty. Most guys would try to pretend. At least when you're a washout, you admit it.
Thanks, Dad.
Son, there is more to life than just sex.
There better be.
Amy? Oh, you're already up. Good morning.
Hi. What's all this?
Your favorite hot cereal, fresh squeezed orange juice, raisin toast, and coffee. That's for me.
But Mom, my birthday's not till August.
I know. I just wanted to do something special for you.
How come?
Letter from your teacher. Oh, honey, that must have been some essay you wrote. Wife, mother, working woman. So, how do you think I should open my speech?
You don't have to make that speech, Mom. I can get you out of it.
Now, don't worry. I'll think of something. You know, I thought maybe I could use some of what you said about me in your essay. What'd you say?
The usual stuff. I said that you were nice. And I said that you were a good cook. And I said that you were vice president of West Valley Bank.
What?
Do you want the breakfast back?
Why would you say that I was vice president of a bank?
Well, I didn't actually mean to.
You didn't mean to.
Well, it just happened. We had to write this dumb essay on what our mothers did for a living. And I was gonna write what you really did, but then I got to thinking, all the other kids are gonna read this.
Well, so what if they do? I mean, I don't hold up liquor stores.
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
It's just that being a waitress is so ordinary.
Ordinary.
Well, yeah. I mean, who wants to read an essay about a waitress? It's not like you're a doctor or lawyer like everybody else.
Amy, everybody isn't a doctor or a lawyer.
I knew you wouldn't understand.
All right, now listen to me, young lady. It's you I don't understand. Now, why is what I'm doing so terrible?
Because Susan Hennessy's mother is a marine biologist, and Debbie Chang's mother is a stockbroker. And I'm supposed to tell all my friends that my mother just waits on tables.
All right, you listen to me, young lady. My waiting on tables happens to pay for those designer jeans that you just have to have, and half of your brother's music lessons, and while we're at it, part of this house.
Okay, you don't have to get so uptight.
Well, you're the one that's going to be uptight when you have to explain to your teacher why you wrote what you did.
Couldn't you just ground me and we'll forget about it?
Amy, I am not forgetting about it. It's dishonest. You're going to have to set the record straight before I make my speech.
You wouldn't actually show up, would you?
Amy, are you ashamed of me?
I'm gonna be late for school.
Amy, are you ashamed of me because I'm a waitress?
Yes.
Damn.
I think I need to be alone. Going for a ride in my car.
Sonny, we'll be opening in a while.
All right, I'll go for a ride in the elevator.
All right, this table's all neat and set and picture perfect. Now I'd like to just throw it against the wall.
Come on, Lois.
Oh, Jen, I could have done without this. I could have spent the rest of my days perfectly happy thinking my daughter respected me.
I'm sure she respects you. It's your job she's ashamed of.
I thank you for that perspective.
I'll bet Amy will change her mind when she hears you give your speech.
What speech? I'm not going to walk into a room full of lawyers and marine biologists and talk about serving a Caesar salad.
Better, Jan. Well, Lois, are you planning on being a customer this evening? I don't recall taking your dinner reservation.
Don't mess with me, Nancy. I am in a lousy mood, and messing with me is only going to make things worse. So you have a choice. Mess more, mess less. It's up to you.
Well, isn't she huffy?
That's the thing about you, Nancy. You bring out the huff in all of us.
I know.
Poor Lois. I guess her daughter really upset her.
Well, kids can get to you sometimes like no one else can, and they don't even know that they're doing it.
Gee, I hope I never hurt my mother the way Amy hurt Lois.
You gotta be strong to be a mother. My mother raised 7 of us. I'm surprised she's still alive.
Did you ever give her a bad time?
Once in a while. But you know, somehow I think I was her favorite.
Why?
I was the first one to leave home.
Sometimes I wonder why anyone even wants to have kids. I mean, you feed them, pamper them, try to make them a happy, healthy person, and they end up on some psychiatrist's couch saying they're miserable and it's all their parents' fault. At least that's what I said about mine.
Listen, I'm the only one in the room who actually has a child, and I'll tell you, it's not that bad. Like, the smile on her face if she's been sick and you've helped her get well, or if she comes to you with a problem and you help her solve it. If there's a greater feeling in the world, I'd like to know what it is.
You've never met Eric.
Feeling, whoa, 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 feeling.
Hi, Sonny. How's the elevator?
He plays Misty more times than I do.
So how are you doing these days?
I'm still a trumpet with a busted valve.
Listen, I've been thinking. Why don't you and I go out on a date?
You've been waiting for a moment like this to really hurt me, haven't you?
I mean it. Let's go out tonight after work, just the two of us.
That's all it'll be, the two of us.
Oh, come on. We'll have some drinks, maybe see a show, laugh.
What for?
For fun.
Fun? On a date?
That's what I mean, Sonny. You have to realize that there can be something else between a man and a woman besides sex. There'll be nothing for you to prove. No conquest, just a good old-fashioned date.
Sounds boring, Dot.
Okay, fine. I was just trying to be a friend.
Wait a minute. I suppose this will be the only time you ever want to go out with me, right?
Right.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Good.
But under the circumstances, I think we should go Dutch.
You know, I could have been vice president of a bank if I wanted to.
I could have been 5'9" without heels, but,
Hey, that's a big help.
Look, Lois, if you're going to be vice president of the bank, don't you think you ought to get started?
Jan, I didn't say I wanted to be. I said I could have been.
Well, in that case, why don't you start enjoying being a waitress?
I'm enjoying it, okay?
You could have fooled me, and I'm standing right in front of you. Look, Lois, a couple of kids say that waitressing is gross, and you're questioning your whole existence.
You know, you're right. I mean, what do I have to be ashamed of? Hey, I got married right out of school, then I put Bill through college, and I got pregnant with Amy and Joey. And now suddenly the whole economy's gone crazy, and Bill's paycheck will hardly fill the gas tank, and here I am, and there is nothing wrong with what I'm doing.
Since we're dressed alike, it's hard for me to argue.
I tell you, I have half a mind to go down there and give that speech anyway.
Take your whole mind. Take me. I'll hold your horse.
All right, I will. I can do it. You will come with me, won't you?
Sure.
Sonny.
Hi.
Let her wear my tux, you know, as long as I've got it on.
Fine.
You look nice, too.
Ah, thanks. So is there someplace special you usually go?
No. I usually just try and get him back to my place as fast as I can.
Well, we'll think of something.
Dad, before we go, I just wanted to thank you for everything you're trying to do for me. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's okay.
No, really, I mean it. You really seem to understand what I'm going through, and you care. Aren't that many people in my life would be as kind as you are.
Well, it's easy. It's easy to be kind, Sonny, when somebody opens up to you.
Well, it's not easy for me. I've never really been able to talk to a woman. I usually just settle for being the hottest, most creative lover in the Western world. But these last few days, I'm telling you, I've been scared.
We're all scared. But if we could just let go of some of our fears and be ourselves,
You know,
everything...
you're one hell of a woman, Doc. And I'd say that even if it weren't already a song.
Guess you're not so bad yourself.
I never realized you're warm and wise and sensitive.
Thank you.
I don't know why we never talked like this before. Dot,
Yes.
let's go back to my place.
I thought we were going to go out and have some fun.
I think we'll have more fun back at my place.
What?
I'm starting to feel better.
How much better?
I feel good.
Sonny, you promised.
That wasn't me, that was a wimp. This is me.
Okay, Sonny, that's it. This date is over. And I'll never trust you again. And as far as I'm concerned, we are right back to where we started.
And where's that?
You make my flesh crawl.
It's a beginning.
Okay, everybody.
everybody. We are now going to hear from Amy Adams' mother, Mrs. Lois Adams. Mrs. Adams? Thank you, Mrs. Wilson. Thank you, fellow mothers, future women.
Wake me when it's over.
Well, this has certainly been a very interesting day. And we've heard from some very impressive women. Lady lawyer, marine biologist, stockbroker, and now me. I am a waitress in an extremely nice restaurant, I might add. And though my job may seem ordinary, it does have its rewards and responsibilities. So, let us take a few minutes and look at the world of waitressing. People go out to dinner to relax and enjoy themselves, or perhaps even to discuss business. In that sense, one could say that for the diner out, the waitress has the power to make or break the evening.
That fish film is looking better and better.
A waitress's duties are many and varied. I've jotted a few of them down to read to you. But if I do, I'm afraid I'm going to bore you guys to tears. Look, you've all been to a restaurant. You all know what I do. It's not that complicated. However, it's not as easy as it looks. And I take pride in being the very best waitress that I know how to be. I make a fairly decent living so I can help my family out. And I have a flexible schedule so that I can be home when they need me. And I also work with other women who are very nice and who are now standing in the back of this room rooting me on. So, well, now what can I say that hasn't already been said? The chances are that some of you girls are going to end up being working mothers, whether you want to or you have to. And I'll tell you, raising kids is tough enough. When you add another job to that, you really have your hands full. I mean, there's some nights that I'm serving dinners till midnight. Then at 7 in the morning, I'm making breakfast for my family. I mean, I forget where I am. One morning, I gave my son his eggs, and I said, "Here you are, sir. I hope you enjoy your meal." And then 2 nights ago, I told a man to sit up straight. Well, in spite of all the craziness, I feel that my life is very rewarding. Because when you have the support of your family and your friends, well, it just makes things a lot easier. And when that's not there, you just begin to wonder if you're not in this thing alone. And nobody likes to be alone. So whatever you ladies decide, and you're real lucky because you have a lot of options open to you, I just want to wish you the best of luck. That's it. It's over.
Thank you, Mrs. Adams. Okay, class dismissed. Thank you. Lois.
Thanks, Doc.
Lois,
Thanks, Vicki. Boy, am I glad you forgot about those cards.
You don't have to do this every year, do you?
Excuse me, guys. Can I talk to my mom for a minute?
Sure. Lois, we'll meet you at the swings.
I wish I'd known. I wouldn't have worn a skirt.
That's okay. You can push.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, Mother, I'm sorry. I've been awful. I've been just terrible.
Oh, no, you haven't. Well, yes, you have. That's okay. I think I can forgive you.
I thought you were terrific up there.
You did?
Yeah. And you know in your speech, not the part where you're so funny with reading the cards and all, but when you were talking about needing the support of your family, I haven't been doing a very good job of that. All I've been doing is thinking of myself.
Honey, that goes with the territory when you're young.
I'm not that young.
Yes, you are.
You know something? I wouldn't want to trade you for any mother in the whole wide world.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry if I made your life miserable.
Oh, that's all right. I made your grandmother's life miserable. It's a family tradition.